All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep. Kill.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Brent Urban there to get him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, he's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas.
Mike 5-4. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch twins. Jay. 54's Mike.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Allen's throw is complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Allen. Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go. I'm going to come back to you.
First down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
You better be afraid of me.
Throwing, Mariota. Ball going deep here for Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Mike 319. Mike's by 4. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Throw left side, complete to Foster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll run it with McCoy. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
To throw, Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now throwing again. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. The 20. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, you need the tough yards. You can still turn to the 36-year-old Frank Gore, now in his 15th season in the league. 10 in San Francisco, the 3 in Indy, quick stop in Miami, and now in Buffalo, and still making it happen. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Bills.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now McCoy. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch out, wait, tight.
Following the penalty, it's Gore. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for Parker's got it for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Mariota. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen going to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd and goal, Allen stepping up. He's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mariota on first down. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Out to the right to Humphries. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On third down, Mariota. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Third down and 6.
Mike, 58, right there. Down to lose one.
To throw is Mariota. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
9 yards. That's good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check pass, check pass.
Again, it's Henry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Humphries. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Now Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
And that's caught at the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 63 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Allen hands off to McCoy. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jarrell Casey make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Mariota. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Mariota now. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
McCoy. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle was by the Boston College product Harold Landry.
And it's 3rd down.
Mark 19! Right there, look, 55. Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls. Incomplete.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gore. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Frank Gore's converted these his entire career, but not there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a toss play to Lewis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Let's go one more.
A first down carry for Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Henry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
3rd and 8.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Henry. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Succop's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they...
Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter.